This is so quick-witted. This pace is so quick, and your show, I'm gonna get to it, but welcome to the show.
Thank you.
It's so funny. I love how it's written. This is the second time you've worked together, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we worked
and
on...
the last.
Yeah.
Already my favorite. Okay. That's amazing.
Don't let it get to you.
We worked on Mrs. Maisel together.
Yeah, we did, but we didn't
we
get
didn't really
to
do
work with
anything
each other. But
Oh,
we actually
okay.
didn't get to work with each other too much even on this show.
Well, they just showed us working together.
Well, we have two scenes together.
That's why we have to
Three
warm
scenes
up
together.
to a third time when
I
we
know.
work together.
That's why we're doing on the press
I'm
together.
sensing a theme.
Yeah.
You're like, we'll work together only.
Am I
to
bleeding
shots.
into this film?
Yeah.
I was looking at... I'm not falling into it, am I?
I know. I love it though. I love the speed number. Okay, so wait. I hear that you are a lover of puns. Is this true?
I'm embarrassed to say yes.
Okay. This is an
What do you
old
want to talk
love.
about?
Yeah. Explain.
Okay, so well, I wrote a cookbook.
Yeah.
I was bored during the pandemic, and it's called "Give My Swiss Chards to Broadway." And so it is musical theater themed, puns and portmanteaus. Even my dog is a pun. His name is. So my dog is a sad resting face, and so my husband and I were like, who's a good gay literary figure that's sad that we can name him after? And so we named him Truman Capuppy.
Oh my God. Okay, well, they're good when you do it.
Well, thanks.
It sounds stupid when I do it. Like, anyway. But wait, you've acted most of your... Look at... He's so appalled.
Did you not know this?
What's a portmanteau?
A portmanteau is like brunch is a portmanteau. It's breakfast and lunch, brunch.
Oh, yeah, like dunch.
I'm glad you asked. I was just going with it, my man. I was like, sure, portmanteau.
No, I've got
I was
all
like,
day.
yeah, no, congratulations. You are bold. I was like, totally. I know what that is. No, but Gideon, I want to ask you, so you've acted most of your life, but you faced a challenge early on, right?
Yes. So I was born with one ear. My right ear is completely artificial. It's made out of my rib, so it's very biblical. And I can't hear out of it. So I find like social situations to be a little like, this is awful.
Oh no!
No, I'm kidding. I find that to be challenging, and then also I'm a singer, so I find the singing to be really challenging.
I mean, it's either challenging or helpful because sometimes it helps when I do close off and I only hear. Sometimes it does help singing in your head with pitch.
I
But...
also just have no rhythm.
Oh.
But that I don't think is my ear.
Yeah, I don't think that's
it's hard.
No, I found that fascinating. That's like something. It seems fascinating. That it feels like that would be something that would deter you from being in the center of attention, right? What kind of, you ended up being in the limelight and wanting to be on stage and do all these things. Like, what kind of push? That had to be hard, right?
Well, I clearly love attention.
Yeah.
So I had to persevere.
Crushing it.
But yes, I think when you're passionate about something and you really want to do something, it doesn't really matter. And I think you learned very early on what makes you different can kind of be your superpower. I came out when I was 12 years old, and I think that's because of my ear, because there was nowhere to hide. So I just thought, well, what else would I be?
Yeah, I love that. That's beautiful, Alex. Yeah. You started acting young as well, Luke. So what got you into it?
I think it was my sister. She just, I have an older sister.
Oh, she forced you?
I think she just was like, I was like her doll, and I was happy to have her gaze and her attention. So, yeah, I would just do whatever she conjured up. I remember, doing figure skating routines without skates to Whitney Houston,
To Whitney Houston. You were the coolest guy ever.
Yeah, no, exactly. We used to play Oprah, and I was the guest, and I was called...
How are you doing right now?
I was called the same. This is why you'll understand me better. The game was I would play the limp, and I
The what?
I was the guest. I was a child born with no bones, and all I could say was
is a sad episode.
I'm just a limp.
See, he persevered too.
And,
Oh my God.
so this is all Tessa's fault.
I think we have her to thank. You're very talented, and we benefit from that.
Right.
Yeah, so thank you, Tess. But wait, let's talk about your new show. So can you explain what it's about? It's very quick-witted.
Yes.
Yeah.
Étoile is the story of two lauded ballet companies, one in New York and one in Paris, who, in an effort to sort of bring back an audience post-COVID and in the face of a kind of culture that's moving ever more into their own homes and disappearing from theaters, they decide to swap their best and brightest talents to try to kind of call back an audience. And it's really about the folly that comes out of that, but also the affection and love and the drive to try to keep this kind of old art form alive, you know.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's
It is,
gorgeous,
It's
yeah.
incredible. Every time I see dancers, I'm like, oh my gosh, like what the thank you for showing me what the human body is capable of, because mine will never do that.
Yeah. No, it's
Yeah.
astonishing what
Yeah.
we.
But they've been doing that since they were like 9 years old. They've conditioned their bodies to be
Yeah.
able to do these incredible athletic feats. I mean, we did some dance class and we knew like,
How are you
We're not
dancing?
gonna
How do
do
y'all
that.
feel? Yeah.
we're not going to be able to do that.
No, I could do it. But no, they just won't let me.
Oh my
But
God,
I'll get
love
there,
it.
I promise.
I'll get there. Okay, wait. So there's some reality to the message as well. Like with the arts, like people don't go out as much anymore, even like to the movies or to go out. It's kind of, happening. I feel
Yeah.
like too in the art community. So it's kind of unfortunately relevant. The message.
Yeah, and I also think funding for the arts is obviously it's a big problem right now. So that's why the show is very timely in that sense, because everybody cares about this art form so deeply. So the stakes are so high because everyone wants it to stay alive.
Yeah. No, we need that. We need
Yeah,
that
it's urgent.
inspiration.
It's an
Yeah.
urgent.
You are awesome. Okay, we need another short break. Étoile is out now on Prime Video. Check it out.